There was a guy last year, he fought Choi in the prize fight, a young Londoner called George Jupp, okay, and he's not on our show on Friday night, but, you know, I cross over barriers on this show. I don't really care. I walk over things, you know, it's not a problem. Anyway, I've got him on the phone earlier, to speak to him earlier on, and I started by asking young Mr. Jupp, who pushed Choi last year, I started by asking El Jupp when he's actually boxing next.
Saturday, Steve, on a Spencer Fearon's show at the ExCel Centre.
And what have you had, about 8 or 9 now, George?
That would be my 8th fight. I've had 7.
Okay, and you're looking to maybe work towards some sort of area-style title in the next 6 months, 12 months that you plan?
Yeah, that's the plan, mate. Get a couple of 6-round fights in this year, and maybe early next year get the Southern area or something small like that.
And George, this thing at the ExCel, this is on this thing, this Seni thing, this kind of mixed martial arts event, and there's actually going to be a boxing show there, isn't there? Is that what you've heard?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think they got the exhibition money outside and the boxing in the main bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the way it works. George, do you do a lot of floating around different gyms in London? Because it's a really busy scene at the moment, you know, picking up extra bits of sparring, or you base yourself in just 1 or 2 places?
Yeah, I'm mainly at the TKO gym, and as it's such a busy gym, I don't have to look far for sparring in there. We have a lot of different fighters come in, so yeah, I'm just based there and I spar with the guys there, so yeah. What
happens with that gym is it's a bit of a magnet, so travelling fighters and guys looking for extra work end up there. You're absolutely right, so that's the place they go to, not the place they go from. It can be a bit busy over there, can't it? Lots of different camps, and that means fantastic sparring.
Yeah, that's one of the main things there, really. Some brilliant trainers, and even guys you're not sparring with, you're around good fighters like Kevin Mitchell and so on, so you can watch them and pick up things off them anyway. So yeah, it's a great gym to be in, yeah. Yeah,
it certainly is. It's also, it generates a little bit of camaraderie as well, doesn't it, when you fight, as opposed to just walking into a gym that's a bit soulless and, you know, you feel like you're on your own. When you're there, it feels like you belong to a club almost. That's what I always think when I go down there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you all get behind each other when you fight, so yeah, it's brilliant in that way as well.
Now that fight with Choi, what do you remember about that? I mean, apart from the fact that he came into the ring with a sort of dead reindeer on his head, what else do you remember about it?
Yeah, he's a crazy character, Choi. Yeah, it was a good fight. I knew it was always going to be tough over 3 rounds because he is such a fit, strong fighter, but I went into it not really worrying what he can do and just trying to stick to my own game and box, but it's quite. I felt it was a close fight. I had no argument with the decision, but I felt I learned a lot from that fight. Gave me a little confidence as well from that.
You know, you learn more. I mean, I know it seems like a cliche, and you know, people like me always say it, but you do learn more from losing distance fights like that than you do from whacking someone early. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I took a lot of experience out of that one.
Yeah. Well, listen, George, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Good luck on Saturday night, boy.
Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks for having me on.
That was George Jupp talking to me a little bit earlier. I've got Tom.